if some of you are alone and you've been alone, they say that having a dog gives you 10 years on your life because you have love in your life. So if you're alone and there's something, if you feel that there's always a pup somewhere that is needing a home and love, and it does change your life. Hello Taurus, welcome to Divine Goddess Tarot. My name is Jessica and this is your weekly Zodiac reading. Let's jump right in and see what messages are coming through for you. So this first line will be your overall energy or overall situation for the week. Even things to look out for. So lost love, surrender, healing, and release. So maybe some things with all these retrogrades that are coming up or we're going through rather, are just pulling up some layers of healing for you at this time, Taurus. So this next will be for your future or higher self and what messages? Bliss, contentment, satisfaction, and security. All right, I love that. Your higher self is definitely wanting you to know you are moving into that. So this is your spiritual support group, which is your guides, your angels, your goddesses, gods, anything of the 5D, including your devils and demons that are here to support us through our expansion. So their message to you this week regarding all this is deep emotions, unknown feelings, and past life influences. Beautiful. And then last but not least, I call it your tips and tricks, or what you need to know or can know. I hate saying need to know, but because everything is just beautiful information, messages through the universe, and then we decide what we want to choose as something that we're going to work towards. So let's see. Sentimental feelings. I got lots of feelings and love and all that good stuff going on this week for you, Taurus. So let's define all these messages a little clearer, and perhaps give us some breadcrumbs to find our solutions or how to be in these feelings of emotions or surrender, so that we can have that release. So right there, yes, 10 of Swords, Knight of Cups, on the deck, we've got the 7 of Swords. So under your future self, there, Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, there, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, excuse me, and those two, Queen of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, and your last for sentimental feelings. What does Taurus need to look for? 4 of Swords. Or do. Oh, we've got the 6 of Wands in reverse. And then the Fool. All right. So definitely you are either coming out of this energy, you've been through a lot with whatever this heartbreak is of lost love, and I really feel that you're moving into something different. And I do feel with these energies right here, so you've got the 7 of Swords on the bottom, 5 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and then the Fool. So I feel like you're coming through a cycle of also learning how to be in relationship. Oh my goodness. Burning at both ends. So I feel like that there is a message here. My incense started burning at 2 ends, and I find that is beautiful. Like I said, there's messages in everything, and when you've got the 2 of Pentacles here, I really feel that this energy is really talking about balance, and perhaps some of you have been doing exactly that, burning the candle at both ends, perhaps to move away from this energy, a little bit of avoidant energy of what is. I'm going to set that right there and keep an eye on it and just let it do its thing. But I really do feel that balance is really a huge message right now, of allowing yourself to have these feelings, but not to perhaps work so hard and do so many things of distraction. I really feel that when we choose to heal something, our focus of being in it or with it is really important. And I feel that, it's that exact energy of surrender. Yeah, he's dead. He's got 10 swords in his back, but there's the ultimate surrender, right? So sometimes, perhaps if you are in your home and you're on your sofa or you're on your bed, lay on your stomach and just envision all those swords in your back and just be with it. But in his hand over here, he's making a gesture that symbolizes a blessing. Something is coming for you. And with the sun coming up in the horizon here, this is a new day will dawn. And so as you lay there in perhaps your grief, the message is there is something coming for you. And I believe that more than anything in my world and my experience has been, whenever the universe says no to something, it's equivalent or something better, and usually it's much better than what I had in mind shows up. And so stay open for that. Know your blessings are coming. And that happens through the healing. And the Knight of Cups, I really do feel could be something coming in for you, or it could just be your own reminder of you bringing in those emotions to heal them. You're not fighting them. You're not running with them. I feel like this Seven of Swords energy is you really going, this is mine, this isn't, and this relationship, whatever this was, whatever this lost love was, I really feel like this is something that has taught you some vital lessons of if you are an empath, you're learning what is your energy, what isn't your energy, taking what's yours and leaving the rest, and not taking responsibility for other people's feelings, and not us with cup energy to pour our feelings on someone else and put that on them. Our feelings are our own. And we really have to deal with our own emotions and feelings in a way that, is through experience. We learn through this, and you've got the Five of Wands here, which they're all using sticks and they're all fighting, but it's more like they're sparring. They're learning how to fight. And I really feel that with this experience that, that is kind of a key thing that we all learn or we miss. And that is, we have this thing that we're taught that we don't fight in relationships. We're not supposed to have conflict. We're not supposed to have red flags. We're not supposed to have all these things. However, in my experience, I've learned that it's absolutely untrue. That learning how to fight is where we create a foundational aspect to be able to be our own individuals, but be able to also speak our own truth and work with each other. So we do learn to spar. We learn how we love each other. We learn that through communication with having boundaries. And I do feel that there's been this process with all of this, that you're starting to see the blessings of what this was. It was a successful failure for the opportunity for something better. And your future and higher self is really saying, with this Knight of Pentacles, you've got two knights here. There's a lot of forward momentum, even though this is the knight that isn't moving yet. There could be this kind of this standing still. And I feel like with all these retrogrades, perhaps this is that moment that it feels like we're going backwards. Perhaps we're going back to heal parts of ourselves. That in this healing, perhaps this was a relationship that ended a long time ago, or last week, or this week. And now we're going into the phase of, next time we plant seeds, we're gonna do it with wisdom. We're gonna do it with different footing. We're gonna do it right by the lake so that there's plenty of water and nourishment, and we are gonna do it differently. The oak leaves on the crown of the horse as well as on the hat of the knight symbolize wisdom, that we're not going to just plant seeds here, hither, thither. We're going to do it with real purpose, real plan, real wisdom, with intent. And by doing that, I really do see that you are going to create a different outcome for yourself by doing it different. And sometimes that means picking a different type of a person. Perhaps it means, going to therapy, personal development, reading some books, doing it different, learning how to fight differently, and so that we get a different result. And there's just so much stuff here with lost love, emotions. What we want in connections, we want contentment, we want satisfaction, but we also want security. We want to know we're safe with someone. So I'm kind of hearing that, are you picking a partner who is in alignment with someone who's solid? Are they secure? Are they stable? Do they do what they say? Does their actions, are they in alignment with their mouths? Do they have a lot to say, but they don't back it up emotionally or physically? Those are the things you look at. And if they aren't, are they willing to look at it and go, yeah, I didn't do that quite right, did I? I messed that up. I'm not sure how to do that differently, because that's how I've always done it. I love it when people because we all mess up. I think my biggest mistake was that I didn't want to admit it, because my relationship, I thought, was based off of, if I failed, then it would fall apart. Instead, when you're with someone who loves you, they go, yeah, you messed up. I love you anyway. How are we going to do it different? How are we going to learn a different way? How are we going to do it a different way? And it is about being accountable. So I'm really feeling that you're learning a different way, and this relationship has taught you that. Perhaps this was one of those karmic relationships that triggered a lot of change, and usually they do. Karmic relationships push us to do it different, heal aspects of ourselves that if we weren't pushed to this extent, we would have never dove in and said, I have to do this different. I want success in my relationships. I want security. And so your spiritual support group is really saying that there's unknown feelings and past life influences. So a lot of this could be coming up for you that, I read a book that was talking about money. So whenever money was brought up in the equation of this couple, his equation was that money equaled an argument. And so every time, even though he was a billionaire, he spoke to his wife, he would argue about the silliest things, including toilet paper. And what that was programmed, that was deep set, that was past life, that was generational. Those were all these things that were kind of encoded in him, that he now saw and was brought to his attention, that he was disrupting the flow of his relationship, his successful relationship, by just picking at money issues, which, of course, being a billionaire, seemed a little bit odd, especially for toilet paper. So the point is that he shifted that. They made that no criticism was allowed in their life regarding money, or they stopped fighting, they stopped criticizing each other. They made little rules up, and they looked 10 years younger, he said, the next time he saw the couple. They just eliminated negativity altogether and criticism towards their partners. And I love that, because we're all in this learning phase and journey. And sometimes we, when we finally see where these things are coming from, we lay down the swords. This Five of Swords energy, and they're walking away. It's saying, I'm not fighting this anymore. This is silly. This is something my dad or my mom were always in argument about, and I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not participating. And I really feel that when you get really clear on what's generational, why do you argue about that? Why do you pick at that? Why can't someone else have a different opinion than you? And it boils down to these little belief systems and how we were programmed, and it's about change. So now you've got the Queen of Pentacles right underneath that. And I love this because she's really focused on her pentacle, which could be love. It could be, in what is love, the absence of fear. And I really feel that, you've got the little rabbit over here in this corner. And I feel like that symbolizes fear. She's not going to focus on her fears anymore. She's really going to focus on what she wants, and she's going to tenderly, lovingly choose that and be that. And so I really feel that this is the energy that your guides are saying, go to that. Really eliminate fear in your life, and because fear is a choice. False evidence appearing real, right? So when we do that, then we go into the balance of life. I really just, I really feel that this is you learning how to do that. You are putting something in life and you're receiving it, and it's that infinity of flow, and it's just kind of like breathing. We breathe in, we breathe out, and so the same with love, the same with, a lot of times when I find myself in a state of fear, I literally do a 3-breath practice of inhaling love, exhaling fear, inhaling what serves, exhaling what doesn't serve. And it's just these little things that ground us so that we get back into the moment. Because remember, the heart is in the moment. It's not in the past or the future. And really, when we haven't healed our past, we project it onto our future. That's how we know that we haven't healed something, is when we take our past and project it. And we are now in fear of our future because of the unhealed things of our past. So big keys there to really see if you are projecting past things into your future. That's something you got to go back and heal. So that you're not doing that, because the future is unknown. It's not even guaranteed. And so it's time to be in the moment. It's time to learn love. It's time to learn a different way. And, with this cup energy and the sentimental feelings, I really feel that the sentimental feelings are to embrace all that you've been through. Because once you've healed your past, you don't look at them as a fear for your future. You look at them as a stepping stone to see where you are today. And now you will move differently in the future, and you kind of leave that open to surprise. And when you get lost in those sentimental feelings of healing, it's really saying, yeah, do the work. Heal it so you don't project it anymore. And the 4 Swords is really exactly that. It is all about going within, putting down your armor. It's time to really see what's going on, even if this is something that is coming perhaps from your family. The 6 of Wands is in reverse. I really feel that, this is more or less recognition. It's success. I think it's just delayed. I think you can't have this until you heal whatever these layers are that are affecting you at this time. And once you do, though, I really feel like that will be upright. And so I'm going to put it back down upright, just because I'm sending that intention for you that are perhaps in the healing moment of the delay of your success in this moving forward. So, and with doing that, then once again, we step out into being the Fool again in our life. I really do feel that this is, this is the fun part. And with the pup here, if some of you are alone and you've been alone, they say that having a dog gives you 10 years on your life because you have love in your life. So if you're alone and there's something, if you feel that there's always a pup somewhere that is needing a home and love, and it does change your life. Of course, I've got Mr. Ropes right over there. And I have to say that that sometimes is the wisdom of just, they are the reminder always. They're not worried about tomorrow. They're not worried about what you didn't do yesterday. They're not worried about if your hair or makeup's done. They're not worried if you're sick. They just love you unconditionally in the moment. And I do feel that they are these sages here in our life, reminding of the wisdom to be in the moment and to pitch from a place of love and not fear. So once again, you're going into the arena and you're going to give your heart and work all you can for that connection, because that's why we're here, is to eliminate the illusion of separation. So thank you so much for joining me this week. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Check out your rising and your moon as well as your Venus, and I'll see you next time.